Hello all, oh my god, my voice. Hello all and welcome back to another wonderful video. Today we're going to be talking about some more My Little Pony Generation 5 news. We have all kinds of new images here. We even have a video here to share with you all, including some interesting information concerning the schedule for the series that's supposed to come out next year. Now, before we begin, I do apologize for my voice if it does sound a little bit weird. I happen to bite the inside of my mouth like the absolute moron that I am. But anyway, I want to start with this bit of news here first. Not necessarily a schedule, but it does tell us how many episodes we're going to have to start out with. This could be one season, it could be 2 seasons. If I had to put money on it, I would put money on the fact that this is going to be 2 seasons. But as you can see here, My Little Pony is listed here from Hasbro E1. It's going to be 4 44-minute episodes and 23 22-minute episodes. That's a total of 27 episodes, if you count this 4 and then this 23 here. If I had to guess, I would guess this is 2 seasons, each season being about 12 episodes. We already know that Generation 5 is going to start out with a 44-minute special next spring, I believe, is when that's supposed to happen. I don't know if that's changed or if it will change or anything like that, but this is the schedule that we have, at least as of recording this, and it's going to start with the 44-minute special. So that is obviously one of the 4 44-minute specials that we're going to have. I would put money on the fact that the season finale is also going to have its own 44-minute special. This is sort of how like Generation 4 did, except they split them into 2 different episodes for TV's sake. Now that it's on a streaming service, they can just put both episodes into a single episode, more or less. So that's essentially what they're going to be doing. So we're going to start with the 44-minute special, and I wouldn't be surprised to see about 10 to 12 episodes after that, maybe about 10 episodes, and then we'll have another 44-minute special, and then we'll have a season premiere that's 44 minutes, and then another 10, 12 episodes, and then another 44 minutes for an ending. I honestly think that is what we're looking at here. If not, I'm extremely curious of how or why they're going to put in 4 44-minute specials into a single season. That seems a little bit odd to me. I don't know why. I haven't really seen that much ever happen before. I guess I have seen like mid-season finale sort of stuff where they're like 40 minutes long or something like that in the middle of the season, but I haven't ever seen that done 4 times in a season before, at least not that I can recall. But that is very interesting news here. So it looks like we might have 2 seasons confirmed right now. Now, will we get more seasons after that? Will we get more seasons after that or anything like that? I don't know, but this looks like we're going to have 2 seasons. Now, I can't stress enough that this isn't confirmed to be 2 seasons, but it is possible to be 2 seasons based on the fact that there's 4 44-minute specials. Moving on to the other news, we actually got a lot of new images here. This little gallery. This is a portfolio from someone that is apparently working on the show or whatever. Very interesting stuff here. We have all kinds of images. Let's go over the video first. The video is actually an animated storyboard scene, essentially. Apparently it's scene board 53, and it's titled My Little Pony 2022 Netflix series. If we play this, it doesn't have any sound, by the way, so we can play this, and it's literally just like a 2-second clip of this. And I find this very interesting, to be honest with you, because it is Stallion Do Well. We know it's Stallion Do Well, by the way, because this other image that we got here, if I can zoom in on it, its file name is actually Stallion Do Well, and it looks like it's Hitch, obviously. That's clearly his cutie mark. This is clearly his face. Combined with the Mare-do-well type character. It's very interesting that they're doing this because we obviously had the Mare-do-well in like season 1 or season 2 of the original, or not the original, but Generation 4 had basically this exact same thing. So it makes me wonder, it almost makes me a little bit concerned as well. Are we going to start seeing repeats of like Gen 4 episodes, but like done with this cast instead? Because if that's the case, I'm honestly going to be very disappointed in this generation. This is similar to something that they did with the Ben 10 reboot. Obviously, Ben 10 reboot has its own issues, but they actually redid a lot of the episodes that they did in the original Ben 10 series. Instead of doing a bunch of new things, they just retold a bunch of the old stories, but shorten them down to 11 minutes. Obviously, this isn't going to be shortened down to 11 minutes. These are still going to be 22-minute episodes. At least that's what it seems to be the case. But if they're going to start retelling a bunch of the old stories, I'm going to be very disappointed, because that means we're going to lose a lot of that originality, and it's just going to be like, well, why wouldn't we just watch Generation 4? What's the deal? What's the deal with Generation 5? It's going to be retelling the stories. Hopefully, and this is what I'm speculating on, is obviously these images here. Here's another image here. This is clearly another scene. This is obviously Sprout or something, and we can see that Hitch is saying, "Sorry for cutting you off, but have you always been this whiny, or am I just realizing this now? Or am I realizing that just now?" So this is obviously Hitch as Stallion Do Well, or whatever, and talking to Sprout. Very interesting, and it's very, very, very clearly Sprout, because obviously, like, it looks like him, and also he's calling him whiny, and Sprout was kind of whiny. I do also want to mention that it looks like he's wearing some kind of hat here that, call it a stretch, but it looks like it could be a pizza logo on the hat, so maybe he's struggling for work now that, like, the factory doesn't have any purpose anymore, and maybe he's not deputy anymore because of what he did. Maybe he's struggling for work or something like that, and that's sort of an arc that he's going to have to go on in the series, which I think would be really interesting. But back to what I was saying earlier about them retelling stories. What I hope happens here is I hope that Hitch ends up finding this costume somewhere, either in the wreckage of Sunny's house, or they find it somewhere, just somewhere. I don't know. Make it make sense. Maybe it was in the Zephyr Heights building or something, hidden away somewhere, stashed away in some secret room or something, and it's an ancient relic. What I hope happens is he finds it and he decides to adopt the persona as Stallion Do Well, and he goes out and tries to solve crimes and issues and stuff like that, and it just isn't a perfect repeat of it and just is a whole new story. That's the best way I think that they could go about doing this, rather than just be like, oh, I should be a superhero, or just retell the story the same way they did previously. So hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully they do this and they do it right and they do it well. Hopefully they do it Stallion Do Well. But anyway, this third image doesn't seem to be from the same episode, but who knows, maybe it's from the same episode. It's literally just Izzy watching a ladybug go by, so take of that what you will, I guess. There's literally nothing we can take from this other than the fact that this seems to take place in Bridlewood Forest, maybe. Maybe Izzy is showing Sunny around or something, and she's getting distracted by a ladybug or something, like she did with the butterfly in the movie or something. But that is pretty much it. I'm very concerned about this, honestly, because it seems like we're going to be getting a bunch of stories retold, because clearly the Mare do well, but Stallion do well instead, so it really worries me that we're just going to get a repeat of the same thing, and I really hope that's not the case. If it is, that's going to really, really, really be disappointing, and I'm not going to be very happy about that, but hopefully it isn't the case. But let me know in the comments below what you guys think of all this artwork here. So I'm recording this part after I was halfway through editing and everything, but is anyone else a little bit worried that this might just be complete a complete hoax? Like, just if you think about it, it's kind of possible. I don't think we know that much about this person that supposedly is doing this. I wouldn't be surprised if we end up finding out this is a hoax. The YouTube channel that has that video that I showed you with the 2-second animated clip, that YouTube channel is this one here. It has only 40 subscribers, and they joined the day before I recorded this. So they joined the day that they posted their gallery stuff here. The day that they posted all of this stuff was the same day they joined YouTube and made this channel, and all their videos are privated, obviously, because the video that we showed earlier was an unlisted video. So don't be surprised or disappointed, but it's entirely possible this is a hoax. I could just be thinking that it's a hoax now, suddenly, just based on the fact that they have no subscribers, basically. Keep an eye out, because it's entirely possible this is a hoax. I was kind of expecting hoaxes to happen, because leaks happen a lot, so keep your ears out and your eyes out. It's possible this is a hoax. I hope it's not, but it is possible that it is. One more thing. The description of this says that it's just a small showcase of one of their most recent works, or current works anyway. And they apologize for the out of frame whatever. But they also mentioned right here, there will be much better examples presentation wise very soon. That makes me wonder what that means. Does this mean this person is going to share more of these? Is this person's portfolio here going to expand to show more images from the movie or the series, I mean? Or is it going to show us more about the show? What is it going to be? Is that just referencing some of these other shows that apparently that they're working on or whatever? What does that mean exactly by there will be much better examples presentation-wise very soon? Who knows, but take it that way you will, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please do consider liking, subscribing, sharing, and doing all of those wonderful things like that, because when you do those wonderful things like that, not only do you get access to wonderful content such as this, but you also get to become one for yourself, and I think we all want that. To do those wonderful things, and until next time, stay wonderful.